Hello, welcome to Miss Carrie's Reading Corner. I'm glad you came by. My pick for today is a story called Trouble with Trolls by Jan Brett. Trouble with Trolls, Jan Brett. There's the cottage. Says, for my sister Sophie. My name is Treva, and I have had trouble with trolls. It all happened one day in early spring when I decided to visit my cousin who lives on the other side of Mount Baldy. It takes all morning to climb up the mountain, but then I fly down the other side on my skis. My dog Tuffy and I walked up the path until we reached the place where the last of the old trees stood, and that's where the trouble with trolls began. There's Treva and her dog Tuffy going up the mountain. Now look at this. When you look closely at these pages, you can see whole different story on the edges of Jan Brett's stories. As we walked through the trees, something scuttled by. Tuffy ran after it. I heard a yelp, and there was Tuffy caught tight in the arms of a troll. I was certain that's what he was, with his long furry tail, big ears, and one gold earring. The troll squealed and growled, "I want Jog!" Oh no, look. Let's see what's happening in the pictures here. Oop, can you see it? Trolls must live underground. He waggled his ears back and forth at me. Then I had an idea. Maybe I could trick this greedy troll. Go ahead, take the dog. I've got my beautiful mittens. And I reached up and warmed my ears as if I couldn't do without my mittens. The troll's eyes darted back and forth from Tuffy to my mittens, but it was too much. He had to have them. He dropped Tuffy, grabbed my mittens, and ran off. See this? I was so pleased about tricking the troll that I didn't notice that Tuffy was missing again until I came face to face with a second troll. This one was rocking with glee, his long nose buried in Tuffy's warm fur. "I got Dog," he boasted. Oh no, look. Their trolls are working hard down under. I shrugged. "Oh, you can have the dog," I said. "Just don't take my favorite pom-pom hat." I fluffed it up and dusted my nose with it. The troll's eyes lit up. He snatched the hat and scurried away as fast as he could. Here's the troll with the pom-pom hat. What a morning! I had lived on Mount Baldy all my life, and I had never heard of anyone ever seeing a troll. It was time to take steps. "Tuffy," I ordered, "from now on you follow me." But I didn't know, what I didn't know, was that a third troll was sneaking up behind us. I heard a noise. What's going on? Look at that, the troll. Sneaking up behind. She's climbing the rocks. Let's see what's happening down in the little troll world. Whoop! This troll had grabbed Tuffy by the tail and was pointing to a big iron pot. "Pull, pull," she cried. I slipped off my sweater when she wasn't looking. "Whew," I said. "That leaves my special puller." I put a rock down the neck of my sweater and pulled it by the arms to show how it worked. Trolls are dim, but this one was smart enough to see that my sweater was just the thing to drag her pot. She scampered away with it, and Tuffy and I listened to the bong, bong, bong of the pot bouncing down the mountain. So see this? Treva's pretty smart and tricky. She might get pretty cold soon. Here's another troll and another troll. They're climbing down into their little house under the snow. Now we could see the top of Mount Baldy. What a relief! What we didn't know was that we were walking toward double trouble. As Tuffy and I squeezed between two boulders, twin trolls jumped out. "Ha ha!" they bellowed together and pounced on Tuffy. What's happening? Can you see it? There are the trolls. There's Treva, and there's Tuffy, but here's a troll. There's another troll, and they pounced on Tuffy. Is anything happening down here? Oh, there are people there. Or trolls, I should say. This time I was ready. I saw their pointy little heads and knew just what to do. Off came my boots. I dangled them in the air. Imagine wanting a dog and ignoring these. Instantly, the twin trolls dropped Tuffy and leaped for my boots. See that? Think anything's happening down here right now because they're all out trying to find Tuffy. As they disappeared into the distance, I looked down at Tuffy. The top of the mountain was close. "I'm not taking any chances. I'm going to carry you the rest of the way." Each step was harder. I held Tuffy tightly and kept going. When we reached the top, all 5 trolls were waiting. So here she's carrying Tuffy. I don't see the trolls on this page. Oh no, here they are. "We want dog!" they bellowed and ran toward us. In the scuffle, they got Tuffy away from me. I closed my eyes to keep back the tears. Then I knew what to do. I reached around and unbuckled my skis. I held them so the sun would sparkle on their shiny paint. I shook them so the trolls could hear their tiny bells. I waved them through the air, making a swoosh, swoosh sound. Finally, I whispered, as if it were a big secret, "I can fly with these." Look at her. And you know by this point that the trolls will believe that, won't they? Here they are. "Fly!" the trolls roared. "How fly?" I picked up my ski poles. I blew on my hands to warm them. "I'll need my mittens to show you." The troll with the big ears threw my mittens over. "I can't fly unless I can see," I said reluctantly. "I'll need my hat to keep the wind from blowing my hair and my eyes." The troll with a long nose tossed me my pom-pom hat. "Look," I said, shivering in the wind. "Flying is easy, but I can't do it without my sweater, and that's final." The other trolls stared at the troll with my sweater. She hesitated, but then gave it to me. I put it on and positioned my skis on the snow. But even the trolls could see that my feet wouldn't fit into the bindings. "I really need those boots," I said reassuringly to the twins. So what's happening? She's getting back all her stuff. And all the trolls are out, so there's nothing really happening down below. What do you think she's gonna do? There they are at the top of the mountain. Now I had everything back. My mittens, my hat, my sweater, my boots. I stood at the top of Mount Baldy ready to go. I held a piece of yarn high in the air to test the wind for flying. It was too much for those greedy trolls. "Fly, fly, fly," they clamored. "I need you to push me." "Can't push," they cried. "Hold dog." "Okay," I said, sighing. "I'll hold the dog." Look at this. The trolls gave me one giant push. "Fly, fly, fly," they shouted at me, and we flew down the mountain. I could hear the trolls cry change to wails of "Dog, dog, dog." And I look back. All I could see was a pile of trolls shoving and pushing each other furiously around in the snow, arms flying, heads bumping. Look at them all. Their greediness got the best of them, didn't it? Tuffy and I made it safely down the mountain, and the trolls have never been seen again. But if you travel over the top of Mount Baldy in early spring, you can see the white cotton grass waving wildly in the wind. It's all that is left from the day I had the trouble with trolls. See? The end. I hope you enjoyed that story. And I thought I'd read to you a little bit about Jan Brett, the author and illustrator. And remember, the illustrator is the one that draws the pictures. What is she holding? What's her pet? It's a hedgehog. Jan Brett and friend. Let's see what it says about her. Jan Brett had lots of pets when she was growing up. Her family raised guinea pigs, rabbits, a donkey, a horse, cats, and dogs. Jan even had a pet chicken that rode around on her shoulder. These animals, along with those seen outside of the mountain cabin where Jan spends her summers, often appear in the books that she creates. Jan Brett absolutely adores the snow. As a child growing up in New England, she was accustomed to snowy scenes. These memories are often the inspiration for the wintry landscapes in many of her picture books. Jan also gathers inspiration from traditional costumes and architectural styles of the many foreign countries that she visits. The pictures in Trouble with Trolls were inspired by her visit to the Scandinavian country of Norway. Jan lives in Norwell, Massachusetts with her husband and her daughter. I think it's very interesting to find out about the person who wrote the book. And she loves animals, and I love her illustrations. I hope you enjoyed this story, and I'll read a few more. Hope you come back and join me for my reading corner. Bye for now.